Welcome to Movie Recall. In today's video, we will be going through the 2018 movie The Meg. It's time to recall, let's get started, turn on subtitles, and spoilers ahead. The movie starts in a Philippine trench where we see a damaged submarine in the area. After that, we see the main character, Jonas Taylor, who is a professional diver, and he tries to rescue a group of divers from a wrecked submarine. Jonas succeeds in getting some of them on board, including Dr. Heller, but something starts attacking the sub violently. Taylor is told that something is outside and it seems to be mighty powerful. Taylor then looks outside and spots a gigantic creature which is trying to break into the submarine. Taylor now understands that they need to be out of there as soon as possible. Amidst all of this, two of his crew members get trapped in the damaged sub. Taylor tries to save them, but he has no choice but to leave them behind. He soon realizes that attempting to rescue the two people would very much result in the deaths of everyone he's already saved. His account of this story is dismissed by fellow survivor Dr. Heller, who believes that Taylor turned drunk and cowardly due to induced pressure. They escape just in time as the unforeseen force destroys the submarine and disappears. 5 years have passed since this incident happened. We then go on to see a research station called Mana 1, which is of course an underwater research facility off the coast of China. We see a man named Morris who happens to be a billionaire. He meets with Dr. Zhang. We learn that the facility is operated by a group of scientists spearheaded by Jack Morris and Dr. Minwei Zhang, and run by Zhang's daughter Su Yin. Remote explorer DJ, Jack's herd, the aforementioned Dr. Heller, Mac, Celeste, Toshi, and The Wall. We see a female scientist named Tori who is to dive 11k meters into the depth of the sea in order to explore what is down there. They want to explore the Mariana Trench, which they consider the deepest place in the world and concealed by a thermocline of hydrogen sulfide. The mission submersible is piloted by Lori, whom we get to know happens to be Taylor's ex-wife, scientists Toshi and The Wall. They discover an abundance of never-before-seen flora and fauna below the thermocline. As they go on, everything goes according to their plan. However, this is when an alarm goes off and they see a big creature approaching the sub. They right away go on to turn on all the lights, but it does not turn out to be a good idea as the creature right away crashes into the sub. This is an unseen force which they are not even able to identify. As the attack happens, they end up losing contact with Mana 1 right away. Dr. Zhang does not know what to do about it. They have lost the contact, and Lori, along with her team, is now trapped in what we know as the deepest part of the world where not many have gone before. Zhang, however, says that he wants to save them at any cost. He tries to think of something, but he does not have a diver who can dive this deep into the sea. Max suggests they call Taylor, who happens to be the only person in their acquaintance who is capable of pulling off something like this. They then try getting the power back up and running, but are attacked again, and Celeste is wounded by a screwdriver getting rammed into her stomach. The situation is dangerous out there, but they are still considering the possibility of calling Taylor, as he lost his job 5 years ago when he left his crew members to die. Dr. Heller says that calling Taylor is not a good idea because he himself was a part of that incident when Taylor left two of his crew members there to die. He says that he does not trust the man at all, but the rest of his crew, after much debate, finally decide to take Mac's advice and call Jonas in to help rescue their stranded friends due to his experience with rescuing people from such a deep, dangerous part of the ocean. Taylor refuses to help them at first, but when Zhang makes him hear audio, Taylor hears his ex-wife's voice, and despite being divorced from the woman, he agrees to save her. The stranded crew again tries to get the power only to have gotten attacked by the mysterious creature. In the meantime, Su Yin goes on to take a glider and dives into the depth of the sea, hoping to save the stranded crew on her own. Dr. Zhang is unaware of this, and when he gets back to the station, he learns that his daughter has already left. Dr. Zhang gets worried for Su Yin and goes on to give Taylor a sub to get to work right away. When Taylor is working, a little girl comes to him and requests him to save her mother. He promises her that he is going to bring her back, and we learn that this little girl is Su Yin's daughter. Taylor then takes off after Su Yin without wasting any time. Su Yin quickly finds the stuck sub and preps to tow them back to the surface, but she herself ends up getting attacked by a giant squid. When she is attacked, everyone starts panicking, and as the squid tries to break her glide, but a giant shark appears and swallows the giant squid. Su Yin is shocked to see a giant shark like that, but Taylor is not surprised at all. He tells her that it is a 75-foot-long prehistoric monster shark called a Megalodon. This shark is the same one Taylor encountered 5 years back that almost killed him, thus proving his sanity. Taylor then goes on to tell her to switch off all the lights in her glider as the light attracts the creature. Su Yin right away tries turning off the lights of her sub while the giant shark approaches her. In the meantime, Taylor gets there and comes up with an idea. he starts throwing in multiple lights into the water, and the monster keeps getting distracted by those lights. When he sees that the monster is now distracted from Su-Yin's glider, he right away tells her to go back up as her glider is already damaged and she is not safe in this part of the sea anyway. She looks around her, thinks for a while, but then realizes that Taylor is right and goes back up. Taylor himself then goes on to attach his submarine with Lori's and pulls her up as well. Taylor succeeds in getting Celeste and the wall on board his vehicle. However, the shark comes back for another attack and Toshi sacrifices himself so the others can escape, stuffing a goodbye letter to his wife that he was writing earlier into the wall's pocket. The shark rams the downed second sub, killing Toshi as he himself separates from them, and he realizes that he does not have enough time and that he is going to die anyway, so he sacrifices himself, making sure everyone else is out of there safely. When they get back up there, Lori is badly wounded and she is rushed to surgery. Heller tells Taylor that she has lost a lot of blood. He goes on to apologize to Taylor for not believing his claims. Taylor tells him to make sure Lori is safe and well recovered, and if that happens, they're even. Zhang, on the other hand, tells his team to get to work as they are worried sick about this monstrous creature lurking around them. It turns out that it is Megalodon. They are shocked to see the creature as they all know this creature has never been seen as they are considered to have gotten extinct 2 million years ago. While everyone at the station is worried about the ongoing situation, Morris is excited as he wants to conduct some research on this creature, but Taylor tells him that he is out of his mind and goes on to make it abundantly clear to him that Meg will always win in a battle between itself and the humans, so don't even think about it. We then see that the sub's destruction has caused a temporary pocket of heat to vent upwards and allow the shark to move to normal ocean waters. As all the adults are busy studying about the Meg, Mei Ying goes on to play in the different parts of the station, where she is playing near a glass that is a wall separating the station from the sea. A giant creature attacks the glassed wall, but the little girl is unharmed, courtesy of the strong wall. She, however, gets really scared and goes on to scream for help. All the people hear her shrieks and get there right away. They see the creature's teeth printed on the glass wall. As they look out, they see a whale swimming around the station and think that it is the doing of a whale, but this is when Meg appears and swallows the whale whole. They now understand that Meg is there after crossing the thermocline layer. Taylor quickly realizes the delicacy of the situation and warns everyone that these waters are dangerous now. He tells the team to turn off the underground lights. The next morning, they get the news about 3 boats getting attacked. Taylor quickly understands that Meg has attacked the boats. They right away go to the location and see the wreckage of the destroyed boats. The group then decides to track and poison the shark to death via a small boat. They are aware that this creature never stops and it keeps moving to different parts of the sea. They then decide that they somehow are going to put a tracker on the creature. The problem they have is they cannot take their boat too close to the creature, so it is decided that someone has to swim in there and shoot the tracker at the Meg. Taylor is the only one who is crazy enough to do this, so he puts on his kit and jumps into the water with the tracker. Taylor swims on and spots the creature's fin. He right away goes on to shoot it. The crew right away starts reeling him in, and in the meantime, the Meg spots Taylor. Taylor is just about to be eaten by the Meg when they reel him into the ship, and the Meg goes away. After that, Su-Yin goes down in a plastic tank to poison it while the others lure the shark in with chum. This leads to an intense confrontation where the shark tries to swallow the cage whole with her in it. She succeeds in poisoning the shark, but her mask breaks and she nearly drowns. Taylor right away dives in after her, and they almost get eaten by the shark, but a broken part of the cage starts bothering the creature and it stops. In the meantime, the poison also starts working and the creature dies. Jonas gets Su-Yin back aboard and they resuscitate her back to life. Now they have done the job and all of them are thrilled. They tow the big creature on their ship, and the crew initially celebrates by taking pictures of the wall with the shark's corpse before he falls into the water due to a prank from DJ. Jonas, however, notices the shark's teeth are smaller than the one from earlier. They now realize that they might have killed a smaller Meg. Suddenly, the other, bigger Meg from before arrives, swallowing the wall whole and grabbing the other Meg's corpse off the boat with its teeth. This causes the boat to get capsized, and Dr. Zhang is severely injured in the process. Amidst the attack, Heller also dies, getting eaten by the Meg, and the crew barely manages to sail out of there alive. The creature keeps following them, and this is when an armed helicopter arrives and starts shooting at the Meg, forcing it to go away. Amidst the chaos, Dr. Zhang gets fatally wounded, and with his dying breath, he goes on to apologize to his daughter and dies in her arms. Taylor tries to console the heartbroken Su-Yin as she cries, mourning her deceased father. They now make their way back to Mana 1. Morris comes to them and tells them that he has called a Chinese facility and adds that they are on their way to kill the Meg. Morris goes on to add that he is closing the facility until they have dealt with the monster that lurks in these waters. However, these are lies. We learn that he has not informed any Chinese facility. He himself wants to kill the creature and hog all the credit. He goes out to a boat with some others, and it seems to work at first, only for it to turn out that they just blew up and killed a whale by accident instead. Thinking he has killed the Meg, Morris brings his boat close to it, but upon getting closer, he realizes that he has only killed a whale. The corpse then lures some nearby regular sharks, and after that, the Meg also shows up, and they get scared as it goes on to feast on its corpse. Amidst all this, Morris ends up getting slipped off the boat, and as he tries to climb up the dead shark, he gets eaten by the creature. Taylor and the whole crew, on the other hand, go on to learn that Morris lied to them and that he did not contact any Chinese facility. He wanted to kill the Meg himself, and now he has gotten all of them in further trouble. They decide that they are going to deal with the creature on their own. Taylor tells them to locate the Meg, and all of them then aboard a large ship to finish off Meg. The crew finds out that the shark is heading for a nearby popular beach in China and plans to lure the shark away from the beach with whale noise recordings and then torpedo it to hell with the mini-subs. The shark initially attacks a nearby Chinese wedding party on another boat and seemingly eats the bride's dog Pippin before briefly terrorizing the locals on the beach. It stops attacking when it hears the whale noises and takes the bait. This leads into a massive chase between Jonas and the shark as he leads it to Su Yin, who hits it with a torpedo, but it does nothing. Even worse is that Taylor's torpedo won't fire. During the fight, a group of news helicopters trying to film the action stupidly crash into each other, and the wreckage crashes onto the team's boat, forcing everyone into the water. Taylor, on the other hand, goes head-to-head with the creature and manages to stab it in the eyes, wounding the beast, and then, attracted by the spilled blood, a swarm of modern sharks arrive and devour the dying Meg. Taylor reunites with the rest of the Mono 1 crew and considers taking a vacation with Su Ying and Mei Ying. Meanwhile, in the water, a passing Meg is heard suggesting that more than two escaped the trench, and this is where the movie comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.